Everyone, welcome back to the class of subsidiary books. In my previous video you all have learned how to prepare the purchase book. Children, you all have to remember that rest of the books, as I said, you'll be learning about 4 books in this chapter: purchase book, purchase returns book, sales book, and sales return book in detail. Purchase book we are already done. You have learned how to calculate trade discount there, and you have also seen how the format is put up, how the entries are totaled, what to write and what not to write. Once again I am repeating, all the cash purchases and sales we won't record, and also any purchase and sales pertaining to the fixed asset also will not be recorded in the subsidiary books. So in our previous purchase book you have seen the format. It's going to be same except this invoice number column will change. In purchase book you have seen date, particulars, inward invoice number, ledger folio number and amount. Purchase return book also the format will be same, date, particulars, except instead of invoice number we will write debit note number here. Why? Because it is a purchase return. See, when we purchase and we have returned the items, it means we are supposed to get the cash back, or we are supposed to cancel, cut off that amount which we have done the purchase on credit. So that is why it becomes a debit to us, means yet to receive the worth of the items from that particular person. That particular, he becomes a debtor for us because he has to return it back to us. And who is creditor to us? To whom we have to pay will be the creditor to us. Let us see illustration number 3 in your textbook, page number 62. Have a look. Record the following transactions in purchase returns book. It has happened in 2013. March 1st, goods returned to Raghu. Means we must have purchased, only then we are returning it. Okay, so you'll have to remember, you'll have to assume that your company has once purchased goods from Raghu and now they are being returned. So it means purchase returns. So how we are going to write? On the top mention year, and then we have March 1st. Okay, name of the person to whom we are returning is Raghu. So we will write direct the name of Raghu here. We are not given any invoice number, dear students. In case if we are given any invoice number in details, we will put that number in the the debit note number, will mention it. Otherwise we'll assume and we'll begin with number. Ledger folio number we are not going to put any, and the goods returned were of the worth of 300, so that 300 we are going to put here. Then March 6th goods were returned to Kiran, and likewise if we see March 13th goods were returned to Dinesh. So both are purchase returns. Okay, one is on 6th, the other one is on 13th. Kiran and Dinesh we will mention. Kiran, Dinesh. Okay, how much amount? 200 and 100. Again the debit note number we will assume and will put. So it is going to be 200 and 100. The total purchase returns we have done for the amount of 600 during the month of March in the year 2013. And here in front of the total you will write total. Okay, that's it. With this we finish our purchase returns book. Do not get confused, dear students. Very easy to remember.